Hey guys, this is Hawkeye and I am back with another episode of Fishing Planet, and we are still going to be going on a mission to do some vertical jigging, and I'm going to try maybe 2 or 3 different spots that I have not tried before. Now, let me go ahead and get in here. We are in a club room as normal, using pretty much the same gear I had last time. Let me show you. I've got the Saltwater Spoons set up on my reef rider. It works so good with the vertical jigging, and we are going to throw some bottom rods out just to see what we can get using basic baits, pretty much like the shoot, I can't even find it here, Japanese jack mackerel and the scaled sardines. And get those kind of early on. You don't have to sit there and have level 94 to get those guys. But let's go ahead and see what we got. If you look on the map here, we are in the midst of a heavily populated fish location. Probably all kinds of species down there. I tried fishing in there and I was pretty much just getting black-tip reef sharks, barracuda, things like that. Not that I have a problem catching those, it's just that we want to try to see if we can't get something a little different. So let's go ahead and move over here. And we'll throw these out real quick. I think it's just a little over 100 feet here, which is actually good for the vertical jigging. It seems like you kind of want it to be a little bit deeper. Yeah, it's 100, well, it says 197, but that's usually misleading. It's usually not quite that, so we're going to let this one drop to close. Yeah, see, it's only 107. So I don't know why it's saying that. I think this one I'm just going to toss out and not let it go all the way down. We'll just see if we can't get something a little higher on the surface. Yeah, about halfway maybe. Usually it doesn't take too long for something starts to bite. Now we are in a peak, and it's a sunny day if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. It seems like I do really well once the saltwater spoon gets down to about 70 or 80 feet. I'm going to actually start moving it now. There we go. Never takes long. I really love this style of fishing. This is really a lot of fun. We do have something fairly decent size. He was started to come up pretty easily, but then he got a little tougher there. Let's see what we got here. Probably a greater amberjack. Yep. That's a great grinding fish. Ooh, we definitely got something big on this one. Oh yeah. Let's see what we got here, guys. It is another greater amberjack, so that's what we got mostly down here, it looks like. he's about as big as the last one, honestly. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to let this one go down as far. I'd love to get a unique of anything at this point. I don't think I've got... No, I haven't gotten a unique Greater Amberjack or Trevally. So I've got a lot of uniques I still have to catch. Let's let that... Oh, we got something on this one. Yeah, if I get too many Greater Amberjacks, I am going to move. Because I definitely want to mix up the species here. Alright, we got another one on the other one. Daggone. Yep, giant Trevally. Okay, this one's a little bit bigger. I can bump that up a little bit. Oh wow. We got us a dogtooth. It is possible. Alright, let me see here, guys. What do we get? We got another giant Trevally. So we got Greater Amberjack and giant Trevally right here. You know, the giant Trevally seem to be more often caught deeper or nearer to the bottom, where the Greater Amberjack tend to be caught more to the surface. At least that's been my experience. I'm getting 2 dots. Every now and then, there we go. Every now and then I get 3 dots. I'm getting a lot better at it. I'm finally mastering that luring technique. It took me a while. Let's see. What have we got here? Another Greater Amberjack, another giant Trevally, something totally different. I'm shooting for something totally different. Let's see here. Oh, another Greater Amberjack. So we're pretty much sticking to those guys, it seems like. Let's see. There, I got 3 dots that time. Yeah, he hasn't left. Look at that line. He's just... Alright, he's on there. I was surprised he wasn't making a jingle. That's kind of strange. Alright, let's see what this guy is. He's holding his own. I think it's another giant Trevally. Yep. So that's what we're pretty much getting. Not getting anything of any special size, though. So I think I might move to a new spot just so we can keep mixing things up here. Go ahead and get our saltwater spoon back in. Alright, let's see. Where else could we go? See, that was an odd looking little island. It looked kind of interesting. Let's see, where else could we go? We've got such a large map, and this is kind of blank out here. It's kind of like this side, where the water's really deep. I mean, this is deep. This is over 3,000 feet. I don't even think I have line that's long enough to reach that depth. Yeah, I'm trying to think where would be a good spot to go. I believe we did go there. That was Shark Bay, I believe. I think we did visit Turtle Island, which is right here. That's supposed to be pretty good too. I'm not sure where next we should go. I have not been to this island. We have not been to this chain of islands, or any of these chains. And there's a new atoll that you might be able to get into. Actually, possibly can get this one too. That's some distance away. That'd definitely take a little bit of traveling. Actually, I might have to hop to one of the navigation buoys and try it that way. Yeah, we'd have to get to this one. Wouldn't be a bad idea to put a navigation buoy out here, and this one's all by itself too. That might be worthwhile looking at. Yeah, I need another navigation buoy out this way, so we don't have to travel so far. Well, let's go ahead and try that. Let's jump to this one. And we're going to have to kick this thing into high gear here. It gets real shallow here, so we're going to have to watch it. Alright guys, this is going to take a minute to get to, so I will bring it back once I get there. Alright guys, I am back. Yeah, I was traveling this way and saw this interesting structure out here in the middle of this island. Check this thing out. What the heck, looks like a castle or something. I thought it might be a lighthouse, but it's not a lighthouse. That's really weird. Yeah, the island is a round island, which is kind of rare. Most of the atolls have like lagoons or whatever, water in the center of them. I wonder if you could get out on this island, or if it's just there for ambient looks or something. I'm gonna see. No, I don't think you can get on this island. It just looks cool. That is neat. Yeah, I don't think you can get on it at all, unless there's like some kind of a dock or something around it, but I don't think anybody lives here. This is like a long since abandoned island or something. That is weird. Oh, you can go ashore. Okay, cool. Oh, I gotta check this out. I wonder if I can get close to it. No, well, maybe. Is it all like overgrown or something? Well, I'm gonna walk around. It may take me a minute to find some, but or maybe may not find anything. But if I do, I'll bring it back. Yeah, guys, I walked around the entire island. There's no way to get to it, which is kind of disappointing. I really wanted to see if you could get close to it, but you cannot. So it's strictly there for looks. You can fish, obviously, from the island, though, which is kind of interesting. And it looks like there's fish around here. Not a ton, though. Well, we're going to head on back out. Got a little sidetracked there. But it was worth a look. Now we need to head this way because we're actually a little bit off the beaten path. But I really wanted to see what was there. Sometimes you unlock some pretty interesting things in these games that you never knew were there. Guys, I am back. The reason I brought you back is there's a lot of fish out here. We are almost to that island I wanted to check out. If this keeps up, I may have to do some trolling because this is a completely different area of the map and I'm seeing birds everywhere, which means it's definitely a good sign for tuna. It may be sailfish because that's one of the missions I definitely want to take on, is that monster sailfish mission. Alright, we're going to see what this island's all about. We also got some tuna over that way, so we might, I don't know, we're going to try to keep this vertical jigging. But it looks like there's some fish in there. Look, check it out. Still have not gotten a unique black tip. So, it might be worth our while to head in here. Do a little bottom fishing, vertical jigging. I think if I do, I'm going to upsize my hook. Yeah, I'm going to get right in the thick of this if I can. Yeah, right about there. And there's plenty of them down there, it looks like. Alright, let's see. How deep is it? A little bit deeper, so that's actually a good sign. Yeah, some of the other ones, they're real shallow, and I think that's one of the problems I've been having. Alright, let's go ahead and see, I got a 6 out on there. Let's bump it up a little bit. Yeah, let's bump it up maybe to an 8. Maybe even use a, let's see here, saltwater curved hook. Just a small one. Same for this. Yeah, I want to get that unique black tip if I can. Being a shark, really doesn't matter how big the hook is, honestly. Okay, let's lower it a little bit more. Yeah, it's 50 feet deep here, which is a good 20 feet deeper than the other lagoons I've been in. The only thing is, we're coming out of the peak, so I might fast forward time a little bit, just to make sure, because we're not going to get any uniques out of the peak like that. There we go. Got the sunset coming on. Let's try the saltwater spoon. Yeah, I might try stop and go this time. Well, something went for it. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Let's see what we got here, guys. Greater Amberjack. We've been getting a lot. Okay, now we're getting some bites. Is this a giant Trevally? Nope, black-tipped reef shark, so they are definitely here. Got to get a unique. I'm not really sure where to find them. It's like easy to get, but difficult to get the big ones. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I got a snag. And I think I got snagged on something, so no. Yeah, 105 feet is about as good as I'm going to get. Get a good stop and go. Hey, green jobefish. Yeah, see, I always think of these as being deep water. Maybe because they look so similar to the ruby snapper in appearance. Which I have not caught a ruby snapper yet. But I'm told that the vertical jigging is actually very useful for getting the ruby snappers. Something I'm going to have to test. I just got to figure out where they are. Oh. Ah. Yeah, I keep getting bites, but they're not landing. Look at that. 3 dots. I'm getting good presentation. They're just not biting it for some reason. Okay, this... I really hope it's a shark, because it could be a big one. Nope, another giant Trevally. I am getting the grinders, that's for sure. Okay. It's not a green jobefish. A 2-spot red snapper. There you go. Very nice. That's 3, 4 different species, I think, or maybe 5. That's another one that got off there. I don't know what's going on with that, but they just keep getting off the hook. This could be a joke fish. It's not very big. Nope, black tip reef shark. Alright, so where are the big ones? Do we need to do this at night? You know, that is a possibility. I never thought about that. Well, we're going to try to work this out through the peak right now and see how it goes. If I catch anything different, I'll bring you back. But for now, we're just going to keep at it. Yeah, here we go with another one. Not big. Could be another shark. Yep. There we go. Took a minute. And let's see what we got here. We got us a gray barracuda. That's the first one we've caught out of this little bay. I think we're getting another bite here. Hold on. Let's make sure he gets it. Okay, he's got it. Yeah, I don't want to get the strike too early and all that stuff that I usually get. Oh, it's another 2-spot ruby snapper. Trophy 2-spot red snapper. Beautiful. Beautiful fish. Yeah, I've got the unique of that one. Actually, I'm not sure if I've gotten a trophy before. So I might have completed that. Okay, this got some oomph to him. Let's see what he is. Come on. Give me a shark here, guys. No, it's greater amberjack. They're just big. Alright, we got another one here. I think it's another giant Trevally. Yep. Just a little bit fast. But I thought I'd try to stop and go. I haven't been getting as much vertical jigging here because it seems like it's a little bit harder to get the vertical jigging to work in this shallow water. If it's 90 feet or above, it works really well. And you can get them, it just doesn't happen quite as quickly as it does in deeper water. Usually out of deeper water, I'm pulling them up one after another. And I'm getting 3 dots every time. Why nothing's biting can only be that they're just not as attracted to them in the shallow water. Alright, let's see what's on number 2 though here real quick. I hit 2. What the heck happened? Oh, I've got both of them now. Alright, let's see what this one is. And then we'll grab the other one. I think it's another giant Trevally. Regular size. And this one is a very barracuda. Not very big, honestly. Alright, finally. I've been jigging and jigging and jigging. Nothing was gonna bite. But it is nighttime now. I went ahead and fast forwarded to the peak. Ooh, trophy great barracuda. That's right, they like to attack at night pretty well. I forgot about that. Yeah, the vertical jigging does work. It's just a little bit harder in this environment. Yeah, the bigger hooks did not work. I tried sizing them down a little bit, but now we're seeming to get some activity. Giant Trevally. Not as much sharks as I had expected. Yeah, Shark Bay definitely produced more sharks. Scary to say, I'm not getting any. Alright, let's try something here, guys. They have not been biting on this. I thought using this trophy fabulous point hook might increase my odds, but it's not really doing anything. I was doing much better with the saltwater curved hook 8/0. Just trying to think what. Let's see. Sharks. What is their favorite thing? Indo-Pacific swimming crab. We can't get that. Fish head. We can't get that. Large fish strips. See, something tells me. Something tells me that I'm going to need something that I cannot get. Yeah, all those baits are not available to me. There's the giant fish strips, which is really good for the ruby snappers. Yeah, it just says shark. It doesn't say. Wonder if the gutted fish would work. I haven't tried it, and I do have it. Yeah, Indo-Pacific swimming crab, 42 bait coins, and I only get 10. That is really expensive. I've worked very hard to get the bait coins that I have. Jeez. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to try a gutted fish. It may be too big for it. I don't know. We'll have to see. Too heavy for the rod. course it would be. I'll put the Japanese jack mackerel on there. Well, shoot, I can't use that one. I don't know if this other rod's heavy enough that it could handle it. Maybe my sinker's too big. Yeah, it can handle it. Let's size the hook down a little bit. Let's put it 8 on there. We'll try the gutted fish. Definitely seems like a bait that a shark could go for. I don't know if my float rod, I could use my float rod too. I didn't even think about that. Let's keep trying to jig for him for now. We did get something to go for it. Ooh, I got a little bit further that time. Oh, nice. Very nice. It could be barracuda, because the barracuda do really go for this stuff at night. No, it was a greater amberjack. I'll be darned. Was not expecting that. That's the gutted fish, guys. That's the gutted fish. That is gutted fish. There you go. They go for it, guys. They go for the gutted fish. That is awesome. Now we know. Wait a minute. Let's bump it up just a little bit. Maybe. And see, that's singled them out too. That's what's good. That's 2. I swear to God, they're really going for this. Okay, this is a little bit bigger. Oh, come on, give me what I need. How big is he? Yes! New personal record, blacktip reef shark. Now, I have caught a trophy before, but that could mean that the unique is found here, and there's a good example of why that could be possible. Let me see here. Yeah, see, this is a trophy. This may be the biggest one we catch in this one, but I think we're onto something here. I really think we might be onto something. So nighttime might be the time to go after them. Let's try this again. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw some gutted fish on the other one and get a 10-aught Captain Hook on that. Yeah, let's put a gutted fish on that. I think what I need to do is I need to size down my sinker, and it should be able to handle it. Let me see here. How heavy is this one? 16 ounce. Let's go with a snapper sinker. 14 ounce. Now let's try the gutted fish. I think the gutted fish was just too big with that sinker. Yeah, see, now it's going to work. And we are going into the peak here. I think we might have a way of getting these guys. I hope so. Oh, wow. I just missed him. Damn it. Nope, I got him. I got him. I got him. Holy crap, I got him. It's another giant Trevally. It's a big one. He isn't a trophy, but he is big for common size. There we go. Now we're getting a bite on this one. And it's good size, guys. I don't think it's a regular size one. No, it is. Darn it. There's another one. Okay. We just had to get more into the peak. And I think we got a shark with that one. We did. Awesome. Well, they do go for it. There we go, we got another one. Decent sized fish. Okay, this is very decent size. Wow. He is giving me a fight. Okay, this is not an average sized fish. At least a trophy of something. God, I hope it's a shark. Now, he didn't come in easily. Man. I would have thought this was a dog-toothed tuna. Look how hard he's fighting. Yeah, this is a big fish. This is a big fish. This is a unique something. It's got to be. It is a trophy giant Trevally. I knew it had to be at least a trophy. It's the first one. About time. 106 pounder. Man. That's a nice fish. God, they're big. I can't remember if Kaji no Ri had them at unique sizes or not. I think they do. Yeah, I don't think it said personal best, so I think I still caught bigger than this. Still, it's my first trophy here. And definitely night seems to improve things for a lot of these guys. Yeah, I was vertical jigging down when he latched on. Alright, what is going on? It's like the fish took a sabbatical. Haven't gotten any bites in a while. They're there. Just not sure why they're not biting. It's really strange. I'm going to try twitching to see if that does anything. There we go. That worked. Stop and go didn't seem to interest him all that much. Great barracuda. There we go. Nice attack. Probably another barracuda. Seems like they're the ones that are going after it that way, yep. So they are attracted by the twitching action of a struggling fish. Which makes sense. They probably can't see it as well as they could in the daytime. I'll tell you what, guys. I have been fishing for quite a while. I have yet to get the unique black tip. I did get a trophy, but for some reason or another they seem to have quit. At least with these bottom rods. I mean, I don't know what's going on. It's really strange. I'm going to try pulling them up a little bit higher on the surface. Because sharks, I mean, yeah, they'll go down deep, but they also like to be at the surface too. Let's just try that for a minute and see if that does anything. But I'm going to have to call this an episode because it's getting a little late. Something bit it and then it quit. There we go. Oh, great barracuda. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these. They were doing and producing real well there for a minute, and then they quit. But yeah, it's getting a little bit late, guys. I'm going to have to call this an episode. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. We did find quite a bit, or we did catch quite a bit using the technique. Wait a minute, finally. It's like the sharks just quit. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it's just regular size. We only got one trophy doing this. I was expecting to get better than that. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe. And we will try this eventually again. I think, though, that I'm going to go on and do something a little different. There are some missions I want to complete. The bottom one's one I really want to take care of. I need 4 different species. Groupers should be easy. Sweet lips, I know exactly where they are. I think I've got a decent spot that I've been told where these sickle pomfrets can be caught. I've never caught one yet. And they're apparently pretty deep, just like the ruby snapper. These 2 are going to be the tough ones. These 2, not so much. Well, anyway, guys, as I always say, aim straight, cast far, and have fun. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.